Prayer works how you want it to. This video is a token on how manifestation comes from the power of our conscious intention. I saw a video not too long ago, one of those text-only videos that are always asking a question. And there was this woman wondering if she's allowed to pray without using words. And it got me thinking, so many of the ways that other people have told us to pray involve a lot of steps that almost become ritualistic in manner because the reason behind why we have to do those steps doesn't get explained. And when you don't have the reason behind the prayer, you start to lose out on the heart of the prayer and you get met with confusion. But what they don't tell you is that the power in the prayer itself comes from the manifestation of your visions. You have to know what you want to get from the world and you have to know what you want to give to the world, because you got to do both. You got to give and get. And sometimes that doesn't look like having sensible, tangible words for every desire or every wish that you have. So of course it's okay to pray without words, because for a time you have to sit with yourself and let those words boil into you, boil out of you, so that you can turn them into sense in the world. How can you fully imagine the thought that you're trying to have when you're wasting mental effort turning it into words when it's still a premature mental thought? You gotta go into your hearts and wring out those desires, those passions from out of you. One of the things you might notice once you start imagining and praying to yourself is that your subconscious mind starts to give you paths, and in my language what we call rastas, paths to follow, and it's just up to you to follow that path to your goal. Turning your prayer into words only gives it more foundation in our world. It becomes sense now. It becomes something tangible versus just being something that was a desire from inside your body. Don't take that the wrong way. All of our wishes are desires, and that's how we turn them into words and goals and then actions. The importance of the prayer being spoken comes from the fact that once it is spoken, it becomes a flowing motion in the world. You spoke it and it became a vibration. And vibration is what this whole world runs on. What's within you is what becomes what's without of you. And so you have to go within yourself to find out what you want, and then by the time you know what you want, you got to figure out how you're going to get it. And all that comes from accessing the source of infinite potential in your body, which is your consciousness. One thing scientists still cannot tell you about is the origin of consciousness. One thing psychologists still can't tell you is why the processes of the subconscious never turn off until you're gone. It's really only over once it's over. Because of this, because we can always reach into the pocket of consciousness and always bring out manifestations into our world, there are no bounds on what you could do. There are no limitations other than what you've accepted from other people. So you got to break your own ego, sort through all the limitations that other people have told you about our world and about yourself, and become fully and authentically you. Break through all those limitations and know that there is nothing bounding you to any kind of state. You can become what you want to become. It's only other people that are out to confuse you. The power and gifts of God were already bestowed upon you by you being a spirit of consciousness in a body. Just in case you're wondering about how this relates to religious modes of thought, you just got to go within that spirit of consciousness that's already in you. And if you're still science oriented and you don't think that manifestation or the soul is a real infinite property of our world, quantum mechanics literally only got invented because they couldn't find the origin of consciousness in a way that's three-dimensional. Something about this consciousness precedes our bodies and ties into a more universal kind of thought. So be you, go in your room, sit down, pray to yourself and pray to God about what you want and what you hate, what you hope for, what you love, and then let go of all the negative emotions. Don't let anybody tell you what you can or can't do, because you're the only person that could tell yourself what you can or don't want to do, and be fully and authentically you.